You almost never see old people running through an airport. That's not an accident. Your body has a deadline that your bank account doesn't. Here's something most people never stop to notice. Bucket list isn't a soft, feel-good phrase. It comes from kick the bucket. Every time you say the words bucket list, you're literally saying things to do before I die. Most people use the term at parties and never once register what it actually means. This video is going to explore what that really means for us. I spent nearly 50 years in healthcare, over 40 of those as an RN, most of it in the ICU and emergency department. I want to tell you about a patient I once had. He had just retired after working his whole adult life. He and his wife had planned a worldwide cruise. They'd saved for it, packed for it, and were just days from boarding the ship. The excitement of it all gave him a heart attack. He never got there. He did everything right. He saved, he waited, he played by the rules, and he still ran out of time. This isn't a video about hustle culture or squeezing more tasks into your day. It's about a specific trap that catches people especially hard after 60, the belief that later is always available. It isn't. And once you see why, the fix is actually simple. Procrastination isn't laziness. Most people think procrastination means you're lazy or bad at managing your time. Research doesn't back that up. Procrastination is an emotion regulation problem. When a task brings up a bad feeling, fear, boredom, embarrassment, dread, your brain looks for the fastest way to feel better right now. Avoiding the task is that fast relief. You're not avoiding the work, you're avoiding the feeling the work brings up. This shows up the same way whether the task is scheduling a doctor's appointment, making a hard phone call to a family member you've drifted from, or starting to move your body again after years of sitting still. Once you see it this way, the fix changes. You can't discipline your way out of an emotional avoidance. You have to deal with the feeling underneath it. Money can wait. Your body can't. We're taught from a young age to delay gratification with money. Save now, spend later. Don't buy what you can't afford. That's good advice. And it works because money can wait for you. A trip can be saved for another year. A purchase can sit on a wish list. Your body doesn't work that way. Its ability to do things has its own deadline, separate from whatever is in your bank account. Healthy retirees who could easily afford a trip get to the airport and struggle to carry a bag up a flight of stairs, or run to catch a connecting flight through a maze of terminals. Capability fades quietly, long before most people notice it's gone. Relationships work on a similar deadline. The person you're waiting for the right time to call is also getting older. There may not be a more convenient day coming. Here's a simple filter to use when you're deciding what can wait and what can't. Ask yourself 3 questions. If I wait 5 years, will I still be physically able to do this? Will the other person still be here to do it with me? And honestly, is this something I actually value or something I think I'm supposed to want? If either of the first 2 answers is no, it belongs on your bucket list, not your someday pile. And if the third answer is, I'm not sure I even want this, that's worth noticing too. 4 tools that actually work. These aren't complicated. They're small enough to start today. Start absurdly small. Pick the thing you've been avoiding and do 5 minutes of it. Not the whole task, just the smallest piece of it. Call your sister for 5 minutes. Not the whole conversation you've been dreading. Walk to the end of the driveway, not the full workout. But a tiny start greases the wheels just enough to get you moving. And moving is the hard part. Name the feeling instead of fighting it. Now, before you start, say out loud what you're actually feeling. I'm scared this call is going to go badly. I'm embarrassed about how out of shape I've gotten. You don't need to solve the feeling. Just naming it takes away some of its grip. Drop the self-blame. Research on procrastination consistently shows that beating yourself up over it backfires. Guilt and shame don't build discipline. they build more avoidance. The people who recover fastest treat themselves the way they'd treat a friend who was struggling with some patience, not a lecture. Tell one person, say your specific plan out loud to someone, your spouse, a friend, your kids. A plan spoken to another person is much harder to quietly let slide than one that only exists in your head. The point isn't to panic. This isn't a call to throw out your savings and live recklessly. Planning ahead still matters. The point is to stop using the same "I'll get to it later" logic for the things that don't wait the way your finances do. That patient of mine wasn't foolish. He did everything the conventional advice told him to do. He just assumed later would come. Don't make the same assumption with the people you love, the health you still have, or the things you've always wanted to do. Pick one thing off your bucket list right now, not the whole thing, just the 5-minute version of it. Start there this week. Be well.